So today, I wanted to show you guys the behind the life, the daily morning routine, or a day in the life as you guys call it, of a 8-figure Airbnb entrepreneur. I'm not like your typical, average guru who wakes up at 4 in the morning, does meditation and affirmations and journals and cold plunges. I don't do any of that. I'm a dad now, so I literally wake up 6 o'clock with the baby when it's my turn to wake up. We usually just walk around the apartment and go for a little stroller walk to my Starbucks. I start my day off with a nitro cold brew, and that's pretty much it. Then I get to work. You don't have to make it complicated. A lot of people's morning routines, they watch 10,000 videos and they start doing weird shit. Literally, just do what works for you and for your schedule. So me personally, it's every day I wake up around 6 with the baby. We hang out, we chill, just me and her, and I'll do a little bit of work, about an hour, hour and a half, if I can even get work done, because I usually have one hand available. Then after that, we hop in the stroller, walk downstairs, go to my Starbucks, get a natural cold brew. That's all I have. I don't ever have any breakfast. It's just coffee in the morning. And that's it. And then basically after that, I go to the gym and work out and my day starts. And that's pretty much done by 10. So basically from 6 to 10 o'clock, it's just time with the baby, time for myself, and just relaxation. That's pretty much it. Right now, the day you guys are gonna see is a lot more calm than my life was, before the baby. I was traveling city to city, setting up apartments, getting new units, growing the business. Right now it's summertime. I'm making too much money. Last month I did about 850,000, 840,000. This month, June, I'm probably gonna do 950,000. July, I'll probably do $1 million in a month. Last summer, I was in Europe for 2 months, enjoying my life. And this summer, I obviously can't do that with a newborn. So I'll just be at home more often, just hang out and chill at home, which I'm perfectly content and happy with. But yeah, I just want to show you guys the daily behind the life scenes of, my life, of a real 8-figure entrepreneur. This penthouse that I'm in, as you guys can see, I just moved in here about 2 months ago. The rent that I'm paying for this penthouse is about $15,000 a month. It's an 18-month lease. So by the end of the lease, I would have paid it over at least $250,000 just to live in this penthouse. It's a 2,800 square foot, 3-bedroom, 4-bath in Victory Park, Dallas. Location-wise, it's beautiful. I love it. It's ultimately safe. Valet parking for the Lamborghini and all my other cars. I love living here. This is pretty much, my kingdom. I love waking up. I never like leaving home, because if you live in a place like this, why would you want to go somewhere else, right? But enough of that. We're gonna go to the gym in a little bit right now. We're gonna hit a workout today. Before I go start my workouts, I always take my coffees and just chug those right away. And before that, I'll have a little bit of supplements. I'll show you guys what I take every day to keep me mentally, physically operating at 100%. The first one I take is magnesium. A lot of people don't take magnesium. It helps you sleep better. It helps me so much. Take magnesium. Then I'll take some L-arginine. Then I'll also take some L-carnitine. And the last one I'll take is some vitamin D3. And that's pretty much it. Those are only supplements that I take. And then once in a while, I'll add in a little bit of omega-3s. And if I'm doing legs that day or doing something crazy, add in some amino energies. Now before we go to the gym, I'm gonna show you guys my office. The office is where the magic happens. And this right here is where the grind happens. So your office, no matter who you are as an entrepreneur, should be the place where you go to just get shit done, to grind. And it should be a nice, beautiful space where you have no distractions, where you actually love coming to it every single day. So this right here, this entire bedroom is separated off from the entire house. It's my office. This is where millions of dollars are made, right here in this little room. Obviously, it's a beautiful view that I have every single morning that I love seeing, especially during 6 o'clock when the sun's not even up yet. So I film a lot of my content here. I have a green screen that I can use as well if I need it. But this office pretty much is where I just sit all day and just grind and work, or I'm filming content. All the lighting, the cameras, everything's basically here for me to optimally grind on the business, do social media, work on what I need to get done. And it's separated from the other part of the house. That way, if the baby's crying or my wife's watching TV, I'm not disturbed and there's no noise that can reach me. And I'm just focused in on what I need to get done. All right, now that you guys saw my office, I can't show you into the bedrooms, unfortunately, but I will show you guys the balcony. I'm on the balcony every single day because there's a built-in barbecue grill. And as you guys know, I'm trying to cut weight right now, so all I've been eating every single day is just meat. Whether it's lamb, whether it's kebabs, whether it's steak, doesn't matter what it is, I'm grilling every single day. It's a lot easier to do when you have a built-in machine, a barbecue grill on your balcony, and there's gas attached to the building. So you don't have to fill up a propane tank or anything. Makes life a lot easier. And that's pretty much it. I come out here, I chill, I vibe out it during the evening, and just barbecue every single day this is on. And that's one of the biggest perks of living in a penthouse, is having that barbecue on your balcony. All right, so after we finish up the gym, this is what the rest of the day looks like. I have a bunch of new properties that are being onboarded right now. My team's furnishing them, finishing them up, painting the walls, and getting them ready in a brand new building. All I have to do is just go check up on everything, see how the progress is going. Because tomorrow I'm flying to Canada to visit my family and spending time with them, and I'm gonna be in Canada for Eid. Eid is sometime next week, so that's gonna be fun spending time with the family. So before I go to Canada, I gotta make sure that everything that they're doing is on point and doing properly, making sure everything's arrived on time. That way, when I'm gone, you know, I don't have to worry about it and the business is doing its thing. Besides that, we have a couple other fun things that we'll be doing today, as you guys can see. And this is just, you know, the raw day in the life. It's an average Wednesday, nothing special, crazy going on. But life's a lot more calm now since I had the baby because, you know, your options are really limited. There's not much you can do. I did go to New York last weekend just for a quick 2 days, hang out with all my boys. We chilled, had a good time, but those trips, you know, are a lot lower now in frequency compared to before. But, you know, there's beauty in everything. So yeah, let's go to the gym right now. Got a quick workout in, show you guys basically what I've been doing. I've been trying to just, you know, get better at basketball. I've been hooping 3-4 times a week, working out 5 times a week, just been grinding, eating clean. So right now I've been taking my physical fitness a lot more seriously than I ever have because I have time. Obviously, you don't have a 9-to-5 job, you're not working all day, and you're not even expanding the business is chilling, and you know, you're making almost $1 million a month. You have a lot of time on your hands. So what I'm doing right now is just focusing as much as I can on physical fitness. So you'll see when we get to the gym.
Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight, and they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. This what I'm from with a
All right, so we just finished up at the gym. Unfortunately, my wife actually has to leave to the dentist in about 20 minutes, and I'm left with daddy duty. So we actually can't go to the building or do anything else for our day until she comes back, which is gonna be in about an hour. So we're gonna go to Chipotle, have some lunch, and then after that, the midday can actually get started. So one of the drawbacks of not having your family or in-laws live near you, we can just, you know, drop the baby off and go do what we need to do. In a situation like this, basically we have to take turns. So one thing you guys probably are gonna notice is my outfit. All my clothes are pretty much packed in suitcases right now. As you guys know, I'm flying to Canada tomorrow morning. That's why I pretty much grabbed whatever I had left in my closet and just threw it on. I'm dressed like I'm going on vacation to Miami right now. Generally though, my clothing, my outfits, I don't spend any money on luxury designer goods. I have nothing branded, I have nothing Gucci, no Louis Vuitton, nothing. The most expensive clothing I have is probably my commission pants from Lululemon, and that's pretty much it. I don't really spend a lot of money. Like if you saw me on the street, you wouldn't think this guy makes $1 million a month. But you know, that's just how I am. You know, I probably should, you know, spend a little bit more money, get some nicer clothes, but I want to cut weight first. So once I get down to like, you know, 195, then I'd probably, you know, spend a couple $1,000s on really nice stuff. But in general, I really hate wearing Gucci. I hate wearing brands. I hate wearing YSL. I don't like wearing Balenciaga, none of that stuff. And my wife, she likes brands and all, but you know, she's a girl. That's, you know, understandable. But me personally, I just like stuff that fits good and, you know, stuff that's good quality. Even though, you know, I can afford it, it's not my thing. That's not who I was. And that's something that's never really going to change. I have no interest in any designer, luxury. Cars though, cars is a little bit of my advice. As you guys know, I love cars. So as you guys know, I have the Lamborghini Huracan. I'm about to pull the trigger on a Lamborghini Urus sometime in the next few weeks. I'm just looking for the right spec right now. If we had time, I would take you guys to the dealership and show you, but we're looking right now. I've been calling a few places, trying to find the right spec. I don't want any plain Jane, random white or black Urus. I want a very nice spec, maybe a pearl capsule, something really, really nice that when you see it, you're like, damn, that's a sexy Urus. Now, before we go out for lunch, I want to show you guys my guesty dashboard, my analytics, and show you guys exactly how much revenue we're at the month right now for the month of June and last month and July. So let's take a look at my guesty dashboard. What the actual dashboard of a real 8-figure entrepreneur looks like. So far right now, so last month was around 834,000 and June was right now, we're totaled at 793,000. So about 800,000 so far right now, just for this month. We have about 9 days left. I think June I can shoot for at least $900,000. Definitely doable. So just in the last, I'd say, you know, 2 months, I've done almost $2 million. But that's more than, you know, the winter months. Because as you guys know, my portfolio is very seasonal. Winter months is very slow. Summer months, it just smashes. It goes insane. Look at these ADRs. The ADR right now is 129. Halloween, January, it was $61. So that's how seasonal my markets are, primarily on the East Coast. That's the seasonality of it, and I'm cool with it. July, I'm probably gonna make $1 million in the month. All right, my occupancy is hovering around 80% on average, 84, 83, 83, 85, 74 for June. Should end up around 85. The high season's about to roll in and it's about to be crazy. We're already in high season right now, $1 million next month. But yeah, that's the real dashboard of a real 8-figure Airbnb entrepreneur. So I see a big misconception from a lot of young people, especially people who are working 9 to 5, people watching Dave Ramsey, a bunch of nonsense on how to actually, become rich, get wealthy in the fastest amount of time as possible. I don't care about being a millionaire when I'm 60. Being a millionaire when you're 60 is very, very easy. Take your money left over every single month from your paycheck, put in the S&P 500, you'll be rich by the time you're 60. But nobody cares if you're rich when you're 60. You want to be rich like I am at the age of 25, at the age of 26. I became a millionaire at 25, and that's what you want, and this is what you have to do. You cannot be rich by investing. That's not gonna get you rich. It will get you wealthy way down the road, but not right away. The only way to do it is to actually start a business. When you start a business, you can actually increase your income. And if you can't increase your income, then what are we talking about? A lot of people think that I'm gonna take all the money I have every single paycheck, invest in stock, invest in the market, invest in crypto. Sure, do that. You're not gonna get rich very, very quickly that way. It's gonna take a very, very long time. Even to me right now, I put no money in the stock market, no money in crypto, none of that stuff. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. The opportunity cost of taking $50,000 and putting in Tesla versus putting $50,000 into Airbnb. You know, $50,000 gets me about 10 apartments. Each of those apartments cash flow anywhere from $800 to $1,000 a month. That $50,000 can end up getting me, let's say, 10 apartments. Those 10 apartments, after they're done cash flowing, will make about $1,000 a month, almost $10,000 a month. They're net cash flow just on those 10 apartments, rather than spending it on Tesla, buying AMD, whatever stock people are buying these days. So if you're gonna ask me, Hamza, if I had $50,000, let's say I put it into the market and make 8%, what the hell is 8% of $50,000 for the year gonna do for you? Absolutely nothing. If I take $50,000 and get 10 Airbnb units with it, that'll make me $10,000 a month in net free cash flow. That's per month. Over a span of a year, that's over $100,000, almost $120,000 in net free cash flow just on your initial $50,000. So you get your money back very quickly. Versus if I put $50,000 into the stock market, into crypto, it's not worth it. You're never gonna build wealth that way quickly because you're gonna play the long game. There's nothing wrong playing the long game if you wanna be rich when you're 60. I personally don't care about that. I wanna be rich now, and that's the reason why I was able to be a millionaire when I'm 25 rather than when I'm 45. All right, so we just finished lunch. Now we have to go look at the new building, look at the new units. Before we do that, I need a protein shake, and they're not gonna be ready for at least another half an hour, so let's go on a quick protein shake run. And today, we're taking out the Lambo.
Your kisses of the sun, with sweet I didn't blink, I let it in my eyes. Like an exotic dream, the radio playing songs that I have never heard, I don't know what to say. Oh, not another word, just la 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 la. It goes around the world, just la 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 la. It's all around the world, just la 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 la. And everybody's singing la 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 la. And now the bells are ringing la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Right now, I try to down at least one protein shake a day. You get those calories in, the protein in. Can't make it at home, just grab one from literally anywhere.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. Cause I don't fucking care at all. You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been. You're slurring all your words, not making any sense. But I don't fucking care at all. Cause I have hella feelings for you. I act like I don't fucking care, like they ain't even there. Cause I have hella feelings for you. I act like I don't fucking care, cause I'm so fucking scared. I'm only a fool for you, and maybe you're too good for me. I'm only a fool for you.
So in this building, we're furnishing right now 5 apartments. By next month, we're gonna be furnishing another 20 apartments. This building that you see right behind me is owned by the exact same owner of the current building they're furnishing apartments in. Now I told him, I'll take 50 off your hands when the building is completely done. He's gonna be done this building in about 8 months. So in 8 months, this 500 unit complex is gonna be done. He's gonna give me 10%, that's the cap, and give me all 50 apartments in about 8 months to a year. So we'll see if that deal falls through or not, but relationships is everything in the business, as I tell you guys. Make those relationships early on, because that one landlord is gonna open new doors for you that you might not even know exist until you ask. So guys, that's pretty much my entire day today thus far. It's already 1 p.m. We started day at around 6, and this is what we're doing pretty much until 1 o'clock. This is just an average Wednesday. If you show this video to my dad, and you ask my dad, what does your son do for a living? He'd pretty much say he does nothing. But honestly, what I did today, I didn't really do anything. You know, basically, these days, there's really not much for me to do. I basically taken myself out from the business, where the business is so sustainable and runs by itself. There really isn't anything for me to do on the day-to-day operations of the business. Even me driving down to the building like you guys saw, talking to my team, I don't have to do that. FaceTime would be good enough, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, what the behind the scenes and what it looks like. But besides that, yeah, you know, it's already 1 o'clock, and I don't have anything else to do for the day. Probably gonna go to the mall with the baby and the wife, do some shopping. Wife wants to buy some new stuff. That's pretty much it. Come home, just chill with the baby all day, hang out on the sofa. And that's my life right now. You know, before obviously during grind mode, because listen, I have life in seasons. There's certain times in my life where I have different seasons, such as grind mode. Grind mode was January all the way up until March. I'd wake up early in the morning, grind all day until 7 p.m., work out, then sleep. And that was my life right before the baby happened. That was during my grind season. Right now I'm in the, you know, new dad, newborn life, just chilling type season, where I'm making so much money right now. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to, you know, chase after anything. The money's coming in, alhamdulillah, $1 million a month type stuff, and we're just living life right now. There's nothing for me to do except just sit back, relax, and watch the business run itself. And that's the difference between being an owner and being an operator. You don't want to waste your time dealing with the day-to-day of your business. When you have teams of VAs designated for every city, you have teams of housekeepers and housekeeping supervisors and maintenance people and managers, your organization should be able to run your business while you're in Europe for 2 months at a time without a single person ever calling you. That's where my business is today. And that's the only way to run an actual 8-figure Airbnb business. The beauty of making $1 million a month is not being able to go buy Lambos and Uruses and sports cars. The beauty is having the freedom of not waking up in the morning and being a corporate slave. Because for me, the only reason why I started this entire venture was so that I don't have to be a corporate slave for the rest of my life. There's nothing worse on this planet than going into the office every single day, 7 a.m., 6 p.m., coming home, 2 or 3 hours of what to do, then stressing about the next day. Every time the weekend comes, you live for the weekend. When it's Sunday, you're in depression because you have an entire week of bullshit ahead of you. I could not live that lifestyle. I simply hated it and I refused to let that be my destiny. So I took action and made shit happen. And that's the only way, in my opinion, that you can actually sustain some level of freedom in life, is escaping that rat race, escaping that 9 to 5, and actually building something for yourself where you have full control over. Where I can literally tomorrow pack up and go for 3 weeks and visit my family in Canada, or I can go to Europe for 2 months and no one can tell me anything, no boss can tell me anything. I don't have to ask for vacation. I don't have to beg someone for time off. I can just get up and go do whatever I want. That right there is freedom, and that is something that money is actually useful for. Everything else, materialistic, you guys saw, I have nothing really that much materialistic. I don't spend money on clothes, I don't spend money on designer. I have none of that stuff. You guys see, I'm literally wearing a plain blue shirt. You know, like there's nothing like, you know, that fancy about me and my lifestyle. Cars, sure, but that's pretty much it. And my house, yes. Living wise, I need to live in the ultra luxury bougie place. But besides those two things, cars and housing, everything else, I'm very, very down to earth, bare bones. I have no interest and I could not care less. Freedom is the ultimate thing at the end of the day. So you have the opportunity, make a change or keep doing what you're doing, change absolutely nothing, and enjoy being a slave, enjoy living in the matrix. At the end of the day, it's your choice. You get to decide the life that you want to live. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this half mini behind the days vlog of the day in the life of Hamza Zafar. There's a lot more videos coming your way just like this, as you guys requested. Stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at @ZafarBnB. Follow me on Instagram at Hamza Zafar, and follow me on TikTok at Hamza Zafar BNB, where I post a daily behind the scenes life of a real 8-figure Airbnb entrepreneur.